the first thing I always look for is character. Character is everything, because the way you do one thing is the way you do all things.
Okay.
So if you don't take care of the small, the big is not possible. So those that try to skip the steps and take the elevator will never appreciate the journey. But when you take the steps, you appreciate the journey because you're in it for the longevity. You're not in it to just come in and out and be a one-hit wonder. You're actually in it because you love what you do. You're not trying to gain from it. You're gifting the gift that you were given and repackaging it and sharing it with the world. When you have that within you, and I see that, I'm with that. I will support that wholeheartedly, and that's why with Chrissy I support that wholeheartedly.
So that's. I'm trying to remember. There was a mad quotable that you just said just now. I'm trying to make sure that I remember it.
Taking the gift that you've been given and re-gifting it and sharing it with the world.
That was a good one, but that wasn't the one I was talking about. Don't worry. It'll stay. It'll get to you. It'll stay in my head. Like you do all things the way you do.
Oh, the way you do one thing is the way you do all things.
That's the one. The way you do one thing is the way you do all things. I'll rate that one. Right. So, okay. So what would you say? It can be professional or it can be personal. But what would you say is your biggest success?
Being alive. That's the biggest success, because from when you're alive, anything is possible.
Okay.
Like, I love everything that we've accomplished along the journey, and I appreciate everything, and I appreciate everyone we meet along the journey and all the beautiful people we meet and all the relationships that we build.
Yeah.
But if I'm not here, none of it matters.
Of course.
So as long as I can wake up and I can breathe, that's the biggest success for me.
Okay, what's the second biggest success?
The second biggest success is knowing I am enough.
Okay.
And in knowing that, I will always be able to move forward.
That does seem to be a what's the word? Almost like a repeating mantra almost. Yeah. That something that seems to have a lot of value in your self-image, for example. Yeah. Maybe that's the best way to explain it. Is that, how important do you think that is for humanity? Not just for you personally. Do you feel like that's something that everybody should have? Or do you feel like that's something that only some people can ever be blessed with having?
I believe that, I don't believe in anything in particular.
Okay.
It's possible for anybody to do anything, no matter what sex, creed, colour you are. But if you know that you're enough, then you will always be able to see the value within you. You can see your self-worth, you can understand your self-love, and you can always move forward no matter what you face, because storms will come, but they won't blow you over them when you know that you're enough. But if you lose sight of that, then how do you know how to do anything? How do you know how to even tie your own shoelaces? It may sound silly to own a corporation that is a multinational company. From the simplest thing to the biggest thing, how are you able to do it if you're not enough? You have to know that within yourself, because a lot of people's issues in life of not being able to move forward is because they don't feel they can do it. And if you look deep down that they don't feel they can do it, why they don't do it is because they don't feel they're enough. If they felt there was enough, they would just get up and do it, regardless of circumstances or what they have or what they don't have.
So that skill or that ability, is that something that is innate, or is that something that you believe has to be taught? Or do you believe that's something that can be learned? Maybe not has to be taught, but is it something that you can learn if you don't know how?
For me, we're all born with a clean slate, so we already know we're enough. It's when we come into the world, others teach us
that you're not enough.
Yeah,
fair
because
enough.
They'll say, you're bad, don't do this. No, stop touching. That tells you you should limit yourself. So you start to limit yourself subconsciously. And then when you remove that mask or that blindfold and unlearn all of that training, because it's really training or programming, when you remove that, then you can see the truth. And the truth is that you are enough. And if everyone else is enough. And when you have that value within yourself, you'll start treating everything and everyone with the respect that they deserve, because you know you deserve it.